Welcome. I'm starting from the floor this week. There is a reason. It's because we're looking at the Pancha Koshas. So the Pancha Koshas, the Koshas are our layers of being. And so I've got my little visual aid here, my little Russian dollies. So if I was sat on the chair, it would be a bit difficult. So I just thought I'd sit on the floor to start with. So the koshas are really providing us with a framework so that we can conceptualize ourselves. So we're peeling back those layers one by one, bringing the awareness deeper into our bodies, eventually reaching our true selves right at the core, our bliss body. If you think of Shrek, it's the layers of an onion. So it's like peeling back the layers. What do we find? So each layer is increasingly finer grades of energy. So the most tangible one is the physical layer. The physical body is the first one, nourished by food and water. It's also our senses. So it's our sight, our hearing, our smell, our taste, our touch. And because we're all good yogis, we know about the energy body, which is the next layer. So this is finer still, the energy body. And this is also the pranic layer. So we know that the breath has that prana in it. We nourish this layer with prana and life force energy. We have the nadis, the energy channels running through the body. And we have the chakra system. Last week we were looking at the vayus, the elements of air, and how they move and support the body's systems, the body's functions. So we've got the digestive system, the respiratory system, the circulatory system. You know, there's quite a lot of systems. I won't list them all. But so you're supporting those layers. And it's also nourished with sunlight. So with the sun out, amazing. We're getting all that, you know, charging up the energy body. And there's a direct link between the breath and the mind. So that leads us on to that next layer, which is the mental body. So this layer is actually passing thoughts and feelings and emotions. So it's the conditioning, it's the conditioned mind, it's the programming. So we need to be careful what we are feeding the mental body, you know, what we watch on the television, what we read, it's all getting taken in on that level. And it's the reactive mind. So it's a bit more like what I would say the animalistic version of thinking. It's like something happens, we react, you know, without thinking too much about it. If you feel like you want to have an itch, then you scratch it. That's one thing. Which leads us on to the next layer, which is deeper still, which is the discerning mind. So this is the psychic body. And that's our higher awareness. It's our inner wisdom. So it's that discerning intellect. So you can see we've gone quite deep already. So this is really just deconstruction of the ideas that we have about ourselves. You know, that awareness of all the layers. So we've got one more layer, which is really cute, our little baby one. So that is the bliss body. So that's what we want to be obviously getting in touch with. It's our heart's essence, but it's the part of us which cannot be changed. It's that untouchable part of ourselves. So we've got the physical, the pranic, the mental, the psychic, and the bliss body. And they're all the layers that we're kind of looking at through our practice today. I'm hoping if I don't overrun like I did in the last class, we get time for our lovely yoga nidra, because the nidra, one of the benefits of the nidra practice is that it takes us systematically through all of these layers of being so that we find bliss. Any questions on our koshas before we get going? I'm going to put the little dollies away so I don't trip them up. No? All clear as mud? Good. It does help with the visual. Do love a visual aid. I've got my breathing ball there. I'll show you that later. Okay, so Tadasana. If you come to our seated Tadasana, making sure that the ankles are under the knees, thighs parallel to the floor, hands resting either palms down or palms uppermost in your lap. Make sure you're sitting a little bit away from the back of the chair if you can, so you're using the back muscles to support you. Close the eyes. We're going to start a little bit differently today because we're going to explore these layers of our being. So just leaving any thoughts or concerns at the door and fully arrive ready for our yoga practice together. So bring the awareness now to the physical body. Noticing the soles of the feet, the sit bones, the backs of the thighs. Notice where the hands are resting in your lap. Allow the weight of the body to settle as you take your seat and your place in the universe. Bring the awareness to the senses. So we've shut the sense of sight, so we can tune in a little bit more carefully to all of the other senses. So noticing maybe the touch of clothing and air on your skin. Noticing sounds in the room, sounds outside the room. What can you taste? And what can you smell? And that leads us onto the energy body, the next layer. So we'll start with those sign breaths, if it's available, inhaling through the nostrils. And then sighing the exhalation out through the mouth. Letting go. 2 more. And allow the breath to settle, coming into a comfortable and natural rhythm for you. So noticing the breath, the rhythm of the breath, any subtle movements. Begin to deepen the breath and expand the awareness of your breathing into the whole body. So we're bringing life force, energy and prana to every cell, supporting all of the body systems. Noticing that direct link between the breath and the mind. So whenever the mind wanders or is distracted, we can always bring it back to the rhythm of the breath. The breath is always there. So perhaps noticing any passing thoughts, feelings, or emotions. It's the mental body, that next layer of our being. And then finer still, that layer of discerning intellect, the psychic body, our higher awareness, our inner wisdom. And then right at the center, at our heart's essence, our true selves, that part of us that cannot be changed, the bliss body. So experience the bliss body. So we're going to move back through the koshas just so we have another experience of the layers. So starting with the bliss body, notice how that feels. For me, it always feels like a perfect balance. Then moving out towards the psychic body, our inner wisdom. And we have slightly denser, the mental body, passing thoughts and feelings. We have denser still the energy body. And then finally that physical body once more. So noticing where the hands are resting in your lap, no judgments. So hopefully that you are able to experience some sensations, some feelings regarding the koshas. So we'll bring the hands to Ujjayi Mudra now, the prayer position at the heart. So we'll join our hearts and our minds with 3 sounds of Om, the sound of the universe. It incorporates all of the past, the present, and all of the future. So listening and feeling the vibration, the resonance, and then we can add our own voice. We can add our own energy to it. Take some deeper breaths as we prepare. Inhaling. Into that beautiful sound of unity, we bow in gratitude to yourself for investing the time in your own well-being, but also in acknowledgement and gratitude to each other as we join together, supporting one another as the Kula, the community. Releasing the hands, lifting the head, and gently opening the eyes. So hopefully we were able to get some sensation in those layers. I will put music on. Okay, so we're going to start in our Tadasana. You just lift the toes, spread them and place them down. It should give you a larger surface area to work from. And also connects the toes a little bit more strongly into the earth. Good. So hands can be palms down or palms uppermost in our lap. Close the eyes, just check we're sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Chin is lifted, drawing back slightly. We're going to use a visualization to feel that connection both above and below. So as we inhale, visualize we're inhaling up from the earth, through the soles of the feet and into the body. And as we exhale, exhale out through the crown and out to the sky. As you then inhale, inhale down from the sky, through the crown into the body. And as you exhale, exhale out through the feet and into the earth. So continue a few more rounds. You'll probably notice that gentle swaying as you breathe. We are alive. The breath and blood is all moving around the body, the life force, the energy. Opening the eyes. Okay, so we're going to look at the toes first. So rolling down from little toe to big toe, if you can, creating space between the toes. And then roll up from big toe to little toe. And they want to go as a team. And then if you've been working with your toes, big toe, little toe down, wave the middle 3 toes on and off the floor at me. Yay! There we go. Good. Okay, so lift one heel than the other. Think lightness in the legs and start to speed it up a little bit. Feet flat on the floor. We'll do a bit of marching. Getting into the hips. Come up onto the toes and we'll do some running. And release. Notice all those lovely fizzies in the legs as we've sort of cleared some energy blocks in the legs there. Good. Okay, so we're going to do some ankle work now. Lifting both legs, working into the ankles. Maybe getting some freeing clicks and the other direction. And then point the toes so you get the stretch across the tops of the legs. And then flex hamstrings. Point, flex, point, and flex. Good. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of freestyle into those ankles and toes now, so you can just feel for any clicks or cracks. Lovely. And then we'll do our windscreen wiper, so working into the hips again. Noticing those quad muscles starting to engage a little bit more strongly. And then releasing the feet down. Good. So obviously it helps to have tone in the core for those ones because you're keeping the legs up. We're going to do some knee circles. So hold under the right thigh, knee, the legs nice and dangly, and we're going to circle round as if you're just swishing your toes in that cool water. Quite nice today. And the other direction. And then we're going to do one stomp move. So releasing the leg down. Good. Over to the left. Knee circles. Other direction. Nice. And one release. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to take our belts and work into the legs. Remember, we're not gripping the belt for dear life. We are using the leg muscles. So you might want to sit a bit further forward on your chair so you've got space to move into. We loop underneath the sole of the right foot. Draw the elbows in towards the body. Push down through the left foot. Gives the leg a little lift. Good. And then we can bend and straighten. Tuning into how the knee feels, and then taking the belt ends in the right hand, left hand on your left thigh, root down for your sit bones, draw them towards the midline, and then gently guide the leg around just as far as it wants to go. From the hips, we're going to twist around to the left. As if someone's got hold of your shoulders and is gently guiding you around. You can release the arm out now if you wish. Sighing breaths. So as you inhale, breathing into those tight areas. You exhale, visualize that tension just melting or dissolving away. 2 more. Very nice. Draw the leg back through center and swap hands on the belt. Try not to lock the knee. I want to lock on this one. So either we hold here, you can feel the stretch on the outer thigh, or if it feels comfortable, you can hold your chair and bump the leg across your left leg. Make sure that foot stays flat on the floor. From the hips, again, we twist. This is like a closed twist. It's harder. Bringing the arm around, sighing breath. One more. Drawing the leg back through center, you can catch the foot 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then just notice how that feels. It's definitely warmed. Okay, over to the left. Elbows back towards you. Straighten the leg so you can root down through that right foot to get a little bit more lift in the leg, and then bend and straighten. And then holding the belt in the left hand. Right hand on the thigh, root down for the sit bones, draw them towards the midline, gently guide the leg around. From the hips, we twist around to the right, opening up the arms, sighing breath. Yeah, drawing the leg all the way back. Swap hands. Try not to lock the knee, hold the chair, draw the leg across. Make sure that foot's flat on the floor. From the hips, twist around to the left this time, sighing breath. Good, draw the leg back. I'm going to catch this leg 3 times. 1, missed, 2, and 3. Good, and release. Perfect. Okay, so now we've worked up to the hips. We're going to look at the spine. So our cat-cow move. Bringing the hands to the tops of the thighs, draw the navel in. As we exhale, we round into our cat. As we inhale, back bend for cow, draw the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the chin and the eyebrows. Exhale, we round. Nice. If it feels comfortable and the head feels okay, you can go lower down the legs. You can come down to the shins or you can come down to the feet. Feel into the vertebrae of the spine, noticing how they feel today, especially if you have been in the garden doing stuff. You might notice a bit of a muscular complaint going on. So we're going to come up into our cow and then bring the arms wide, reaching up overhead, palms together, and then coming into the back bend, bring the arms wide, lifting the chest. Inhale, palms together, bring the head back to neutral, and we're going to trace that center line back to the heart and release the hands down. Okay, so we're going to do that new move for opening up the chest. So we're going to keep the left hand on the thigh. Inhale, reaching up with the right. As we exhale, come across to that left ankle. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to the left ankle. Lovely. One more. As you exhale, you fold. Leave the hand there. We're going to open it up now to the left. Inhaling. Exhale, we lower. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, we lower. Last one. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, bring your hand across to your right ankle if you can, and roll on up. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So we're going to keep the right hand on the thigh, reaching up as we inhale, exhale, over to that right ankle. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to the ankle. One more. Keep the hand there. Inhale, opening up to the right. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, we fold. One more. Inhaling over to that left ankle and roll on up. Good. So that's really got into the sides of the body now. We're going to start looking at the neck. So dropping the chin towards the chest, back of the neck long, left ear, left shoulder, right ear, right shoulder, and then the chin towards the chest again. Just gently easing out the neck, no forcing. Pausing with the chin at the chest, the back of the neck long. We'll go in the other direction. And then pausing with the chin at the chest. We bring the fingertips into the back of the neck so you can give the neck a little bit of a massage as you lift the head up to neutral. Bring the fingertips to the shoulders or the thighs, root down through the sit bones, draw them towards the midline, shoulder rolls. Inhale, draws them up, exhale, back and down. Pause, we'll go in the other direction. Good, we're going to bring the elbows as high as the shoulders, spread the fingers, draw the shoulder blades onto the back, cactus. Left fingertips, right shoulder, turn the head to the left, nod the head a couple of times. Come back through center, come back to cactus. Right fingertips, left shoulder, turn the head to the right, nod the head a couple of times. Come back through center, back to cactus. Dip the elbows down as you exhale, W. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dip them down. Inhale, lift them up. Last one. Exhale, dip them down and release the arms beside you. Notice the arms, how they feel dangling. We're going to do our Titanic. So turning the hands to the sides. Inhale, filling the chest. Exhale and release. Two more. And release. One more. And release. Okay. So a little bit of strength work now, our Uttanasana. So we're going to lift the heels, bring the hands in between the thighs, hug the legs into the hands and the hands into the thighs. So you're really squeezing into the midline, engaging those muscles. Keeping that, bring the arms up and plug the shoulders into the shoulder sockets. Hug in with your hands, so as if you're squeezing a block. Should feel the muscles on either side of the spine engaging as well. Toning the belly. Lean forwards 45 degrees. Keep squeezing your legs, keep squeezing your hands. Decide if you want to lift the arms up alongside the ears. Keep breathing. All of the muscles are working now. Well done. Good, releasing the hands down, releasing the heels down, lifting the toes, hugging into the midline, lifting the arms, plugging the shoulders in, lean forwards 45 degrees. Option, if the neck's okay, lift the arms up alongside the ears. Keep hugging in, keep breathing, keep smiling. You're not breathing. Releasing the hands and releasing the feet. I can tell when you stop breathing. Good, okay. So I think we'll do a little bit of hitchhiker's thumb just to get a little bit more into the shoulders before we do our sun salutation. So extending the right arm, plug the shoulder in. We're going to open it up to the right, extending one finger at a time as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look towards your palm. And see if you can draw the arm back a little bit more. Then flexing at the wrist. So send the fingertips behind you. Bringing the palm back to neutral and make a fist. Rotate the palm behind you. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. And see if you can draw the arm back a little bit more. Nice. Keep breathing. Palm to face the front. Spread the fingers. We're going to come back bringing in little finger first. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's trickier than it sounds. Release the arm down. Oh, notice if that shoulder feels heavier than the other. Going to the left. Plug the shoulder in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look towards your hand. Draw the arm back. flex at the wrist, send the fingertips behind you. So the fingertips are going back now, flexing at the wrist, good. Then make a fist, rotating the fist behind you, shoulder away from the ear, draw the arm back, keep breathing. Nice. Palm to face the front, spread the fingers. Come back, bringing in little finger first. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the arm down. Now the shoulders are definitely away from the ears. Both together. Plug the shoulders in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale here. Then the fingertips behind you. Exhale. Good. Make fists. Rotate. Shoulders away from the ears. Draw the arms back. Keep breathing. Nice. Palms to face the front. Come back. Little fingers first. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Can you feel that warmth in the neck and the shoulders? Good. Okay, side stretches, nearly miss those out. So lengthen up through the right side, grow tall. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, windmill the arms. Exhale over to the right. We're flowing with the natural breath. Just noticing any passing thoughts or feelings, checking in with the mental body as we work. One more, easing over to the right, and then stretch both arms directly up, looking up towards our mountain, our beautiful mountain. We're going to climb up high. You can decide what's on the way. Some sheep or goats or flowers, trees, snow. Maybe there's a nice cup of tea at the top. So bringing the palms together, draw them down to the crown or to the heart. Keep the breath smooth and flowing. Nice. Interlace the fingers now, draw them down to the crown and just work the scalp forwards and backwards so you're moving the top of the head, so getting a head massage. Now the hands back to the heart. So our wrist rolls now, either keeping the hands together or working them independently. Other direction. Stretch through the inner wrist. And the other side. Back of the hand. And the other side. And then shake it out. So we've definitely limbered up from toe to crown. Everything's limbered. Ready for some sun salutations. So bring the hands to the heart. Just watch that the feet are still parallel, ankles underneath the knees. Inhale, reach for the sun. Exhale, cactus, lean forwards. Inhale into the shoulder blades. Exhale, round through cat. Inhale, back bend for cow. Exhale, forward fold. Right arm behind you, open it up to the right. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, forward fold. Left hand behind you, open it up to the left. Inhale, we reach. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your thighs. Root down to rise all the way up. Lift the heart for the back bend. Palms together. Exhale to the heart. Okay. So we're going to do 2 more without any instructions. Be it freestyle when we're ready. We'll do another one together. You're really coordinating with your rhythm of your own breathing now, really tuning in to that moving and finish and there's no rush, just bringing the hands to the heart center, closing the eyes, tuning into the posture, tuning into how the body feels, any fluctuations of the mind, quality of the breath, the temperature of the body. And then releasing the hands and opening the eyes. Nicely done. So we're going to come up to standing. So careful if you're on your blocks, you'll need to move them out of the way. We'll do our lift off. 1, 2, lift off. Yay. Okay, so we're going to come into a standing Tadasana. So feet can be as wide as you would like for balance, but make sure they're parallel. Okay, you can have your chair for a bit of support, but we are going to be folding forward. So you need to make sure you're not going to hit your head on your chair. Okay, so making sure that we have this alignment then. So you want hips, knees and ankles in alignment. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand behind you. We'll do those cat-cow moves. So you're just tilting the pelvis forwards and backwards till you find that midway point. So visualize that bowl of water at the pelvis. You don't want the water spilling out forwards and you don't want the water spilling out backwards. When you've got that midway point, release the hands and bring the arms up, wrists in front of the shoulders. So we're going to directly plug the shoulders back into the shoulder sockets and then release the arms down. So again, you should feel nicely aligned through the spine. Chin is lifted, drawing back slightly, so that as if you're pulling your head against the wall. Notice the weight here. So we're going to do a little bit of weight shifting, even up the weight in the body. So if it's comfortable to close the eyes, close the eyes. If you need to have a soft gaze, have a soft gaze. We're just going to gently rock forwards and backwards. So you're not lifting the toes, you're not lifting the heels. Just gently rocking. And then side to side. And then around the perimeter of the feet, so around the outer edges. And the other direction. And then come to stillness and really anchor down now. Really feel the connection of the whole sole of the foot with the earth. Use that little visualization with the breath once more, just to connect us. So as you inhale, visualize you're inhaling up from the earth into the soles of the feet, into the body. As you exhale, exhale out through the crown, out to the sky. Inhale, down from the sky and the crown into the body. As you exhale, exhale out through the soles of the feet and into the earth. We'll notice that gentle rocking, that gentle swaying once more as we breathe. There is movement, there is life in the body. So as long as you feel steady and stable, you should be able to have that slight gentle rocking and movement. And then opening the eyes. Do we feel like the feet are really stuck? So we're going to do, now we've created that stability, we're going to do some movement in the body, but hopefully we're going to keep our stability. So we're going to do our little tree breath. We bring the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhaling, we reach for the sun. Exhale, we reach for the earth, just as low as comfortable for you. Bring the palms together. Inhale, we invite earth's energy into the body. Exhaling. Inhale, expand and grow. Exhale, invite healing light into our whole being. Inhale, we reach for the sun. Exhale, we reach for the earth. Inhale, we invite earth's energy into the body. Exhale. Inhale, expand and grow. Exhale, invite healing light into our whole being. Inhale, reach for the sun. Exhale, reach for the earth. Inhale, invite earth's energy into the body. Exhaling. Inhale, expand, nice, and grow. Exhale, invite healing light into our whole being. We'll do one more. Inhale, we thank the sun. Exhale, we thank the earth. Inhale, we accept Earth's energy into the body. Exhale. Inhale, expand and grow tall. Exhale, we accept healing light into our whole being. Close the eyes, release the hands. Notice that connection to the earth. Notice your posture. Notice your alignment. Good. So we probably don't want to move our feet now. So we're going to try and do the energy body from here. But if you do need to bring the feet wider, then please do. We're just going to start with some gentle twists. Tapping the lumbar and the collarbone. And then we're going to slow it down. And then just notice. So noticing any sensations that you're noticing in the body, maybe tingling in the palms or the fingers or the feet. We're going to do the arms now. So right arm out to the side. Start tapping from just underneath the armpit. We come down to the hip. Come across to the centre, up the centre line to the shoulder, back of the hand, arm, back of the hand, palm, inner edge of the arm, shoulder. Shake it out. And have a look at your neighbour. Is that arm longer than the other one? Yes. Okay, other side. Tap from underneath the armpit to the hip, across to the centre, up the centre line to the shoulder, back of the arm, back of the hand, palm, inner edge of the arm, shoulder. Shake it out. Just check that we've evened up. Yep. Noticing how that feels. Feels quite tingly now. Start tapping the lower back. Come round to the hips, down the outer edges of your legs to the ankles, up the inner edges of your legs. And then those lovely heartbeat taps at the abdomen, our energy center, our Buddha belly. Nice. And release the hands again, close the eyes if that's okay with your balance, or have a soft gaze and just tune into all the energy you've created. So it does invigorate us, it does give us a little bit more energy, so it's a nice one to do first thing in the morning, that one. Getting rid of any energy, stuck energy, any blocked energy. So opening the eyes. Did we get something? Yeah, a bit of tingles. Good. Okay, so where are we going from there? We've got our lovely archer now. So we're going to create stability in the legs so that we can move the upper body, and we're going to do a move, okay? So we're going to stand facing the chair. If you want your chair for balance, you might not need it. You're going to step forwards with the right foot, keeping the feet as wide as the hips, if not wider for balance. Bend the front knee, but make sure the knee doesn't overshoot the ankle. If it does, you need a longer stance. Lift the back heel and anchor it down to the floor. If the heel is lifted, you need a shorter stance. Good. Square the hips. Anchor down through the tailbone, and as you do so, make sure you bend in that front knee. And again, if the knee overshoots the ankle, you just need a longer stance. Good. So you're hugging the legs in towards the midline. Bring the arms up, palms together, and plug the shoulders in. We're going to draw back with the right arm first. So drawing back with your right arm on your bowstring, the gaze follows your elbow. You take aim by looking forwards, and then you fire. Draw back with your right arm again. Look behind you, take aim and fire. Last one, drawing back. Take aim and fire. Good, release the hands. So hopefully the legs felt really strong and stable when we did that move. So step forwards with your left foot. Step back with your right foot. Bending the front knee, again, just checking it doesn't overshoot the ankle. Lift the back heel, anchor it down. That should engage those muscles on that back leg. Square the hips, root down for the tailbone, and softening that front knee. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Bring the arms up, plug the shoulders in. So we're going to do the left arm now. Drawing back. Gaze follows the elbow, take aim, look forwards and fire. Drawing back with the left. Good, take aim and fire. One more. Good, and fire. Lovely. Releasing the leg back and give the legs a shake. I like that one. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so a little bit of balancing then. We're going to maybe need the chairs. I don't know. It's up to you. We're just going to rock on up to the toes and then lift the toes. Just gentle rocking. And you can bring the arms into it. So again, you can have one arm on the chair. And eventually, you might get on up. If you need to move around, you do. You stay up on the toes. Good. Keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. Keep breathing. Nice. Release the heels and release the arms. Okay, give the shoulders a little shimmy. And we're going to do Trikonasana now. So bringing the feet a little bit wider, hands to the sides of the body. Reach up through your right arm, bring the hand to the back of the head and roll the shoulder. Grow tall. Exhale, ease over to your left. If you're side on, that'll be weird because I'm mirroring, but anyway, look towards the elbow. Straighten the arm up, spread the fingers, draw the arm back, and then release the other hand. So you're in star. Keep breathing. So you can look up towards your upper hand if the neck feels okay. Good. Hand to the thigh, hand to the back of the head. Ease yourself back. Release the arm down. Stretch up now through the left. Hand to the back of the head. Roll the shoulder. Grow tall. Easing over to the right. Look towards the elbow. Stretching up. Draw the arm back. Release the other hand. And shine. Keep breathing. Good. Hand to the thigh. Hand to the head. Ease yourself back. Hands to the hips, toe heel the feet in a little way, and we're going to hula. Just to ease off any restriction in the lower back, other direction. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor, so make sure your chair is not going to be in your way. You need to have space above you to bring the arms up overhead, and maybe space out to the sides to bring the arms wide. If you bend the knees and bring the feet flat on the floor, bring the arms beside you, palms face down, semi-supine position. So if you wish, you can place a block between your thighs, or you can just visualize that you have a block between the thighs. We're going to do our pelvic tilts. So as you exhale, tuck your tail, pushing down through the soles of the feet a little, engaging the core muscles and the belly. And as you exhale, release. So you're flattening out the natural lumbar curve on the inhalation. And then as you exhale, you release. So all the time squeezing that imaginary block between your thighs so you keep that muscular energy in the legs. So if it feels comfortable to lift, we can progress it. So as you inhale and tuck, you can now float the hips up from the floor, going into a little bridge pose. And as you exhale, you lower back down, all the time squeezing your imaginary block. If this feels super comfortable and you're coming up into a full bridge, sides of the body long, you can introduce the arm movements into this. So as you inhale and come up, you can sweep the arms up overhead, squeezing your imaginary block. And as you exhale, you come back down. Good. Now we have the option to come into that hold if you want to. So if you do want the hold, you have a different arm position. So bring the arms down beside you, bend the elbows, spread the fingers, have the palms facing each other. So you've got like robot arms or jazz hands. So you're pushing down through the upper arms as you come up this time. So push down through the feet, push down through the upper arms as you lift yourself up into your bridge. Then roll one shoulder, then the other shoulder underneath you. So you've got a really good lift in the chest, and keep breathing into the chest area. Good. And then release it all the way back down. Hug one knee and the other knee in towards you. Some gentle rocks from side to side. We'll do some leg raises. So keeping the knees hugged in, bring the arms beside you, palms down. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Keeping the ankle flexed. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten the left. Exhale, rebend. We're going to add the arm. So right leg, left arm. Exhale, rebend. Left leg, right arm. Good. Exhale, rebend. So just working from one side to the other, keeping that tone in the belly to keep your balance. If it feels really comfortable, you can now do both arms and both legs together. Good. Making this one the last one. And keeping the legs up towards the sky, you can hold the upper thighs, you can hold the shins, if you can reach, you can hold the feet. Good hamstring stretch. And then bring the legs wide for a wide leg stretch. Nice. Feet back towards the sky. Now we're going to bend the knees this time, holding either the calf muscles or the outer edges of the feet, bringing the knees towards the armpits. Happy baby. Yeah, either the calves or the feet if you can reach. Good. And we have the option for those rocks now, so you can rock on over to one side or the other. Giggly baby. Might be a bit tricky on the bed though, Barbara. At least you've got a soft landing if you get stuck. Good. And then come back through center. And again, draw the knees down towards the armpits. Lovely. Releasing the feet to the floor. Walk the feet as wide as your mat. Bring the fingertips towards the sky, palms facing each other, fingers spread. We're going to settle the shoulders before we do our twists. So inhale, lift up with the right fingertips, shoulder lifts. Exhale, anchor the shoulder back down. Inhale, lift up through the left. Exhale, anchor the shoulder back down. Lower the arms out to the sides, palms uppermost. If you need a little bit more space, so we're okay. As I say, you could bend the elbows and have the arms in cactus. Okay, so we're going to do dynamic windscreen wiper twist. So we're working with the breath. As you exhale, lower the knees over to the right. The head can turn to the left. Inhale brings you back through center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. So you're keeping your feet as wide as your mat. Good. Again, that coordination of breath and movement is a moving meditation. It can feel quite relaxing. Next time the knees fall over to the left. So we've done an even amount to each side. Just draw the legs in towards you, one knee at a time. Gentle rocks from side to side. So we'll finish with our frog's legs moves. Bring the hands on the knees, send the knees away from you. Big toes can lightly touch. Circle the knees wide and then in towards the middle. Pause and then go in the other direction. Good. And then we have our 3 choices to come up to seated. So we can either roll to one side and gently ease ourselves up with the hands, or we can bring the thumbs underneath the lumbar and gently rock ourselves forwards to seated. Or if we want a nice spinal massage, we cross at the ankles, we hold the backs of the thighs with the chin tucked in. We can bend and straighten the legs a few times, getting a lovely massage. Up to seated. Or to boat pose. I think we're all going to seated, some will go to seated. Okay, and we're up. So make sure there's elevation under the sit bones should you need it. If you're sitting cross-legged, invite you to change the cross in the legs. Don't have to be cross-legged, but if you are, it just creates a little bit of balance. Feels a bit weird. So I need to get up actually. I'm now comfy. I need to stop the music. We're looking at Brahmari as our breath. It's a bee. It's an Indian black bee. Is it? Yeah. It does actually sound like a cheese. I don't think I'd want to eat one though. So our Brahmari is our Indian black bee. So we're going to be doing our humming breath. But we're going to use the mudra, the 6 gates. So we shut off the sense of hearing, sight, smell, and taste with the hands. We draw the shoulders back, we lift the chest, we lift the gaze, and we hum. So I'll talk you into the mudra. We're going to do 1 of these humming breaths and then release the hands down. So I know we've all finished. I'll talk you in a minute. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Now, there are some sort of contraindications or some, in some instances, it might not feel that pleasant. Sometimes if you've got hearing aids in, or if you've got tinnitus or sinusitis. So if it doesn't feel right for you today, what you can do is you can mentally hum, so it's not creating as much of a vibration. So we'll do 1 and see how we go. So we bring the thumbs to the fleshy bits of the ears. So it's like you're not putting anything in the ears, you're just shutting off the whole ear holes with the flesh of the ears. The index fingers cover the eyelids, so that signifies shutting off your sight. The middle fingers coat either side of the nostrils, but you're not actually putting any pressure on the nostrils, otherwise your bee won't hum. Ring finger is somewhere around the mouth, so depending on shapes of hands and faces, wherever is comfortable to rest that one, and then the little fingers somewhere on the chin. Draw the shoulders onto the back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. We'll do 1 humming breath. As I said, when we finish, just release the hands down, remembering to mentally hum if it doesn't suit you today. You should hopefully still notice that vibration in the silence. You get a bit of a tingling maybe in the cheeks or in the lips or on the tongue. It's said when we practice this one regularly, that sense of bliss arises in the heart. It always makes me smile. I love this one. So if it's not suiting you today, we're going to do 2 more. And when we finish the second one, we're going to release the hands down. So either mentally doing it or not doing it. Was it okay for you today? Okay for you? Okay for you, Barbara? We're going to do 2 more. Okay, so thumbs to the fleshy bits of the ears, index fingers to the eyelids, middle fingers either side of the nostrils, ring fingers to the mouth, little fingers to the chin, shoulders up and back, lift the chest, lift the gaze, and when we're ready, 2 bee breaths. calming, isn't it? So we're ready for our yoga nidra. We're going to overrun slightly today because obviously we didn't start exactly on time, but we don't want to miss out on our nidra. So get yourselves really comfortable lying in Shavasana. So just a reminder of our Shavasana, which is a posture in its own right. Obviously, if you need more support for the lower back, then you can always bend the knees. But generally, you want to have the arms a little distance from the body with the palms uppermost, the legs apart and the feet rolling naturally out. So if you find the shoulders aren't settling because they're not quite released, you can actually roll the shoulders underneath you like you do in bridge. That might give you a little bit more of a comfortable position. Obviously, supporting the head as you need to. Bringing the awareness to your brow center. And with your focus on the brow, you can now make your sankalpa, your personal resolve. So mentally repeating it 3 times with conviction and feeling. Then say to yourself, I will remain awake throughout this practice of yoga nidra. So I'll guide you now through the different parts of the body. So I mention each part, become aware of it, say its name to yourself. And if you wish, you can visualize the different parts of the body one by one. So starting on the right hand side, become aware of your right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm, the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side, waist, hip, thigh, knee, back of the right knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, instep, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Now your left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm, the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side, waist, hip, thigh, knee, the back of the left knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, instep, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Now become aware of the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole right leg, left leg, both legs together, both arms and both legs together, right buttock, left buttock, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the whole length of the spine, the whole of the back, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelashes, left eyelashes, right eye, left eye, nose, the tip of the nose, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the center of the chest, the whole of the rib cage, diaphragm, navel, abdomen, and groin. So now expand your awareness into the entire body. Develop a sense of the shape and the stillness of the whole body. Experience the contact in the body of the earth, feeling all the points of contact, the weight of the body. Start to develop the weight of the body and the feeling of heaviness. The whole body becoming heavier and heavier. Heavy body. And now let go of the heaviness and start to develop a feeling of lightness in the body. The whole body now becoming lighter and lighter, as if it was made of cotton wool, soft and light. Develop a feeling of lightness, soft, light body, light as a feather. Now let go of the lightness. And using past experience, take your awareness now down into your feet, creating a feeling of cold, as if you've been walking barefoot on cold, wintry ground. A feeling of cold starting in your feet, and the cold gradually spreading to the rest of your body. Cold creeping up from your feet and filling the whole body. The whole body becoming quite cold, intensify the feeling of cold. Now let the cold drop away and bring your attention to your abdomen and a feeling of warmth building up in the middle of your body. Focusing on the whole area around the navel and that feeling of warmth. Warmth building in the center and warmth spreading throughout the whole body. Feel the warmth and imagine the warm sun is shining on your belly. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and imagine that you're lying on the warm sand on a beautiful deserted beach. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and the warm, dry sand on which your body is lying. Developing the feeling of lying on the sand in the warmth of the sun. Become aware of the sound of seabirds calling, the sound of the ocean, the ebb and flow of the ocean. Imagine that you get up and you're walking along the beach. Look around you. Visualize this beautiful beach which you have entirely to yourself. Visualize the curved bay and rising up from the beach, grassy slopes and trees. The ocean itself is calm and clear. Imagine now that you're walking along the beach and that feeling of your feet on the warm, dry sand. Barefoot, walking on the warm, dry sand. And now you come down closer to the water's edge and you can feel the cool, damp sand beneath your feet. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and that soft summer breeze. You notice the saltiness of the sea breeze on your lips. Pause for a moment and look out towards the far horizon. See the sea shimmering in the sunlight, calm and clear. And in the distance, some sailing boats drifting along. Continue your walk along the beach, and looking up into the hills, you notice there is a small stream flowing down. You decide to continue your walk by the stream. There's a path with wooden steps following the stream up into the trees. Climb the steps in the dappled sunlight of the trees. Feel the coolness, the freshness. You look up through the branches of the trees to the blue sky far above. You find yourself out in the sun again, a warm, sunny place, big flat rocks. And you climb up onto the rocks where you can look out over the sea once more. You notice that it's now early evening and the colours are changing. The sky, the clouds are gently touched with gold, pink and silver. You decide to sit up on the rocks to watch the sunset. You find a comfortable place and settle yourself. There's a feeling of deep peace and stillness. The sun itself is like a great golden and pink ball in the sky. And as the sun gets lower and lower in the sky, the shimmering golden light shines across the calm sea. Feel that you're sitting in the warm golden glow of the evening sun. As you gaze at that last glimpse of the setting sun before it disappears behind the far horizon, you remember your sankalpa. And you can repeat it at this point 3 times with conviction and feeling. It's now time to leave the beach and the sunset, knowing that you can return at any time. Feel and sense the passive flow of your breath and the gentle rise and fall of the abdomen. Start to breathe a little more deeply into the abdomen. And as you bring yourself back, slowly start flexing fingers and toes. Slight movement coming into the arms and the legs. If you've got glasses or an eye covering on, just move them somewhere safely to the side. On an inhalation, bringing the arms up overhead, having a nice, gentle, releasing stretch through the whole body. Keeping the eyes closed, you bring the arms back, rubbing arms together, creating the palms. We can lightly cover the eyelids, gently opening the eyes. We allow that energy and that warmth to flood in. Keeping the soft gaze, release the hands away. Taking a nice deep breath, maybe replacing your glasses. But bending your knees, draw them in towards you. Some gentle rocks from side to side. And then ease yourselves up to a comfortable seated position when you feel ready. We'll just check we haven't left ourselves on the beach. So we're finished with those couple of movements with the breath to bring ourselves back into the here and the now, the present moment. So fingertips to the earth, connecting to the earth. Inhale, palms to the sky, connecting to the universe. As we exhale, lightly pause at the brow, the throat, and the heart. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Peace. Namaste. Thank you, Janine. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Gwyn.